Welcome back to Drumcast TV for February 14th, 2014. My name's Darren Mathis. Glad you could tune in. Today I'm going to be talking about Rockin Ruffs. You know, I originally understood ruffs in a rudimental sense, just using our hands as something like, you know, it's a succession of notes compressed, put together, starts to sound like some new information, like Tommy Aldrich, drummer for Whitesnake, always says, new information. Because you start something slow, the faster and faster you get, it becomes something new. So that is two strokes on the left or right hand, followed by stroke on the left hand. Well, you can do the same sort of thing, but it sounds even cooler when you spread it throughout the drum kit on different instruments. For instance, that first lick, that first ruff, it was really just a triplet, but really compressed into probably the space of a, you know, a quarter note or even an eighth note or 16th note. So what I played there at first was, so that's triplet boom, snare tom, low tom, kick drum. And if you play those all the same amount of space, consistent, one after another, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, triplet boom. Or you could count it 1 E and a, 1 E and a. Just put them all together really quick. And it starts to become almost like one message or one note, one statement. Like that's at the beginning of the song Barracuda by Heart. Now, I was always wondering what some of these things were back in the day when we didn't have YouTube and not everything had been transcribed as much. Usually you had to know a drummer who knew the song or knew someone who knew somebody else to figure out actually what these licks were, because they're just so fast. And of course nowadays we have tools like I use Amazing Slow Downer, which you can check out at Drumcast TV/ASD. It's a piece of software that you can slow down anything. So like for instance, I'll take complex drum pieces or drum music, any MP3 file, and slow it down. You can actually hear what they're playing. So we have tools like that nowadays. So I wasn't able to figure out a lot of this stuff when I was first starting out. So it's been nice to have some of these tools at my disposal nowadays to be able to figure out some of these things. I'll show you another ruff or another kind of statement that you can make on the drums. Same pattern, same drums, but we're going to put a little bit of space between the third note and the kick drum. So that goes like this. So this is a favorite lick of John Bonham's. You ever heard this? So the only difference between the first lick I played and that second one, or that one I just played, is there's a little bit of space between the third note and the last note. So the first one was triplet dome. And I think of them in terms of triplets. Triplet. Well, that second one is the same pattern, but instead of going, put a little space. Triplet boom. Triplet kick. And as you speed it up, becomes new information. And so forth. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for this podcast, you can go to Drumcast TV and click on the contact link, or just call 1-800-827-9170. That's a toll-free voicemail number. You can leave a message there. And if you're leaving a message, question, comment, or suggestion, you don't like the way it's going, just push the star key and start over. You can re-record it as many times as you want until you get it the way you want, and then send it on. And I can hopefully play it right here on the podcast. And also, I encourage you to check out Drumcast/ASD if you're interested in learning more about that software. Amazing slow downer that I mentioned earlier. You can slow down any song. It's a great tool for guitarists and drummers figuring out fast licks. And also, if you're interested in private lessons with me via Skype, I encourage you to go to drumcasttv/Skype and check out more information. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions on that as well. Until next time, keep practicing and God bless.